Good evening, Guyana. I'm Delwin Nebblet with your HGPTV Sports Pulse for today, Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. We begin tonight with football news. Guyanese Zion Hickerson, a 10-year-old standout of the Verlin Mills Academy, has been able to attract the attention of two of the finest clubs in Europe. The student of St. Gabriel's Primary has received offers from both Juventus and Borussia Dortmund to join their youth academies in New York. Both academies are now eager to include the young prodigy in their rosters for the 2025-26 season, having witnessed him display his skills at a recent Juventus Academy tryout held in New York on Randall's Island. The dream may have to wait since his father, Oren Hickerson, is currently in discussions for the opportunity to be pushed back to the 2026-27 season to first allow Zion to complete his national grade 6 assessment. Zion is a multi-sport talent who is currently preparing not only to lead his side in the upcoming Courts Optical Pee Wee football competition in Guyana, but also to compete in the Littlemore International Lawn Tennis Tournament scheduled for December in Florida. Moving into some domestic hockey, action commenced at the National Gymnasium last evening in this year's National Junior Hockey Tournament. The first match saw the GCC Spartans claim a walkover victory since their expected challengers, the Hikers, did not show up for the encounter. In match number 2, it was a 1-1 draw in the boys under-17 clash between Old Fort and the Hikers Hatchets, as both Jander Carpio and Elijah Bell recorded goals for their respective sides. Match number 3 produced a high-scoring thriller in the open women's category between GBTI GCC and Old Fort, which ended in a 3-3 draw. Scoring twice, Old Fort's Kitana Percival gave her side a commanding 3-0 lead, but GCC's Apsadi Kadagan, Kirsten Gomes, and Rebecca Ferreira would each score in the second half to ensure that the scores would be leveled at the end of the match. Match number 4, the highest scoring game of the night, produced 11 goals in an open men's clash that saw Bounty GCC win 8-3 against the GCC Outlaws. Both Kareem McKenzie and Luke Surgeon scored doubles for their respective sides. Match number 5 was a 2-2 draw between GBTI, GCC, and Saints in the women's open category, with Rebecca Ferreira, Apsadi Kadagan, Claza Bob, and Alexia Elias each scoring 1 goal. The final match in the open men's category was a 6-2 victory for Old Fort on the back of 2 goals from Shaquan Favorite, as both Simeon Moore and Jason DeSantos recorded 1 goal each in a winning effort. Moving into some cricket, the Trinbago Knight Riders advanced to the second qualifier of the Caribbean Premier League 2025. CPL action resumed last evening at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence as the playoffs got underway with the eliminator between the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons and the TKR. After winning the toss and deciding to bowl, the Knight Riders limited the Falcons to a modest 166 for 8 off of their allotment of 20 overs. Andres Goose top scored with 61 from 45, with good assistance from Amir Django, who scored 55 from 49, inclusive of 3 maximums. Surab Netravalkar took 3 for 23 as both Andre Russell and Usman Tariq picked up 2 wickets each. When TKR responded, it was a commanding batting performance from captain Nicholas Puran, who scored a pugnacious unbeaten 90 from 53, and opening batsman Alex Hales, who was also unbeaten on 54 from 40, to reach 168 for 1 in just 17.3 overs. Player of the match, Puran struck 8 sixes in the 9-wicket victory, which now ensures an opportunity on Friday for the Knight Riders to make the final on Sunday, as they now await the result to play the loser of tonight's qualifier between defending champions Kings and the home side Warriors. Also in cricket, Tejaran Chanderpaul has been recalled to the West Indies Test side ahead of the upcoming tour to India in October. The 29-year-old left-handed opener, who is the eldest offspring of former West Indies legend Shivnarine Chanderpaul, is a part of a 15-member squad that was released by Cricket West Indies on Tuesday, which also includes Guyanese top-order batter Kevlon Anderson, wicketkeeper batter Tevin Imlach, and seamer Shamar Joseph. Dominican left-hander Alec Athenaeus also returns to the side after missing the recent home series against Australia, where the Windies suffered a 3-0 whitewash. Trinidadian left-arm orthodox Kari Pierre has received his maiden call-up, while Craig Brathwaite, Johan Lane, Casey Carty, and Mackay Louis have all been dropped from the side. It is important to note that the selection group has opted to rest Guyanese all-rounder Gudakish Moti for this red ball series, given the demands of the upcoming limited over schedule. The primary focus will be the ICC T20 World Cup scheduled for next February and March. We conclude tonight with basketball news. The Ravens Basketball Club of Central Georgetown, as a part of its commitment to community upliftment, announced via social media that they have engaged in 2 noteworthy charitable initiatives in the month of August. The club made donations to two esteemed institutions, the Uncle Eddie's Home and the Rhymeville Children's Home, as a part of its ongoing efforts to support and invest in the well-being of vulnerable groups in Guyana. In a direct quote, head coach Marlon Rodriguez said, "As a team, we are not only committed to excellence in basketball, but also to being agents of positive change. Giving back to institutions like the Uncle Eddie's Home and the Rhymeville Children's Home is a part of our responsibility as community role models." These initiatives follow the club's impressive performance in the 2025 edition of the One Guyana Basketball Tournament, where the Ravens proudly finished as national runners-up to the reigning champions Victory Valley Royals. The Ravens' success in the tournament has further motivated its members to lead with purpose and set an example of unity, generosity, and sportsmanship. That's it for this edition of the HGPTV Sports Pulse. I'm Delwin Nebblet, reminding you to stay in the game.